Dear students, we have seen about versatile nature of carbon. Another one important property of carbon, that is allotropes. Allotrope is a property in which an element can exist in two or more forms which have same chemical but different in physical properties. This is called allotropy, and the different form of same element is known as allotropes. Carbon can exist in free state as well as in combined state. Either in free state or in pure form. The carbon can exist in three different type of allotropes of crystalline form as well as in amorphous form. It can found in earth crust. It has 6 proton and 6 electron. Outermost it has 4 valence electron, which gives all those special nature for that carbon. So carbon can present in two different types of form, that is crystalline and amorphous. Crystalline is a substance which have crystal shape. Amorphous is a substance which is present in the form of lump. That means no defined structure, that is coke, coal and charcoal. Crystalline form example, diamond, graphite and fullerene. So diamond, graphite and fullerene are the different allotropes of carbon. Coal and coke also different allotropes of carbon. What do you mean by allotrope? One element is there, that one element which have different form, that is known as allotropes. So crystalline form, if you see that crystalline form allotropes of carbon is diamond, graphite and fullerene. Amorphous form of allotrope of carbon is coal, coke and charcoal. Crystalline means it has defined structure. Allotrope means no defined structure. It will be present as like a powder form or like a shapeless. That is the difference between crystalline and amorphous. So first one, diamond. When you see the diamond, you see it is very shiny one, but it is the one of the form of carbon. It has 4 valence electron of carbon is combined with 4 atom of carbon. So it gives very hard and rigid structure. The distance between one carbon atom and another carbon atom is 1.5 picometer. Density is 3.5 gram per cc. So when you see that, diamond is the hardest non-metal as well as hardest known substance. The weight and quality of diamond is measured in carat. Diamond is one of the purest and crystalline form of carbon. They found in nature in free state, and also it can be synthesized artificially at very high temperature of around 1800 Kelvin, at high pressure around 50,000, around 60,000 atmospheric pressure. So there are some of the diamond mine also. When we see that, it is a polished and cut diamond. So after giving polishing only, you will be getting the shiny appearance. Before, when it is get from the earth crust, it will be like a black color, because it is a carbon. It's a pure carbon. One carbon atom is combined with 4 atom of carbon, which make rigid structure. It is a poor conductor of electricity, and its melting point is more than 4500. Next one is, if you see the diamond, if you see the structure of diamond, one carbon atom is combined with 4 atom of carbon with strong covalent bond. There is a covalent bond between carbon atom. One carbon atom to another carbon atom, the distance is 154 picometer. It is very hard. Why it is very hard? because of one carbon atom is combined with 4 other carbon atom, which makes very rigid and hard. It has high melting point and boiling point. Why does it has high melting and boiling point? Because large amount of energy is required to break the network of covalent bond, so that it has high melting and boiling point. It is a good conductor of heat, but it is an insulator or non-conductor of electricity. Why it is a non-conductor of electricity? Because it does not have any free electrons. So diamond is the poor conductor due to the absence of free electrons, because all the 4 valency electrons of carbon atom are engaged in formation of covalent bond. It has high density due to close packing of carbon atom. It shows extraordinary brightness due to its highest refractive index. It is a colorless transparent substance. On burning diamond in oxygen, only carbon dioxide gas is formed, because it is only carbon. So all the allotropes of carbon, on heating it gives only carbon dioxide. So this is the structure of diamond. This structure you can practice, and the properties also you can write. Whatever I said, the properties of diamond and the structure of diamond, by using this picture you can draw in your homework notebook. Once again I am repeating the property. The structure of carbon in diamond is rigid 3-dimensional tetrahedral structure. The structure of carbon in diamond is rigid 3-dimensional tetrahedral structure. Next point, each carbon atom is attached to 4 other carbon atom. Each carbon atom is attached to 4 other carbon atom, which make very rigid. Its next properties. It shows the highest rigidity due to presence of covalent bond. Each carbon is linked to 4 other carbon atom with strong covalent bond. Make rigid. It has high melting point and boiling point, because a large amount of energy is required to break the network of covalent bond. It is a poor conductor of electricity because of absence of free electrons, as all the 4 valency electrons of carbon are engaged in formation of covalent bond. It has high density due to close packing of carbon atom. It shows extraordinary brightness due to its highest refractive index. It is a colorless transparent substance. On burning diamond in oxygen, only carbon dioxide gas is formed. These are the properties. Okay. So diamond also, we said that diamond is the hardest. It is the purest and crystalline form of carbon. They found in nature in free state and also synthesized artificially at very high temperature. Diamond are found in some of the mines of India. It is measured in carat. It is measured in carat. So this is the 3-dimensional tetrahedral structure of diamond. One carbon atom is combined with 4 atom of carbon, which make rigid. It is a poor conductor of electricity because of absence of free electron. These are the properties. Look at this and draw the structure. So 154 picometer, the bond length. Density is 3.5 gram per cc. This shows that it is a poor conductor of electricity. The next crystalline form or the next allotrope of carbon is graphite. Graphite is a grayish black opaque substance also known as black lead. Here each carbon atom is combined with 3 atoms of carbon to form a hexagonal array. Each one form like a layer. One hexagonal array is combined with another hexagonal array with a weak forces, which gives us a structure. It has one free electron, so it is a good conductor of electricity. The bond length is 142 pm. Pm means picometer. So each layer, this is the structure of carbon. Look at this structure and you can draw. Each carbon atom is joined to 3 other carbon atom to form a hexagonal array structure. Each hexagonal array is linked with other layer with weak van der Waals forces between different layers. There is a strong bond exists between carbon atom in a layer. So graphite is structurally aggregated of carbon atom. It is a allotrope of carbon. The size of the graphite depends upon the number of carbon atom present in it. It occurs in free state. There are graphite mine also. Graphite is used as a pencil lead with clay. If you heat the graphite, it will give only carbon dioxide. When you see the structure of graphite, make a note. Graphite is made up of hexagonal rings of carbon which are formed when each carbon atom is linked to other 3 carbon atoms through covalent bonds. These rings fused together to form two-dimensional layer. So each layer is joined with weak van der Waals forces. Properties of graphite. Graphite has medium density, good conductor of electricity because of free electrons. The fourth valence electron of graphite carbon remains free. Due to the movement of this free electron, it shows electrical conductivity because each 3 carbon atom is combined with 3 atom of carbon. So one valency of carbon is free. It is soft and slippery, which can be felt by touching the lead of carbon pencil. Softness of its structure is due to sheet-like structure. It is forming like a layer-like structure which makes it very soft. It is slippery because various layers of carbon atoms are joined together through weak van der Waals forces which slides over one another. So here the question is, why is graphite is a good conductor? Why is graphite is soft and slippery? Why is graphite soft and slippery? It is soft and slippery because it forms a sheet-like structure. Each layers of carbon atom are joined together through weak forces which make slide over one another. It is a good conductor of electricity because of it has one free electrons which make movement of these free electrons shows electrical conductivity. It is opaque and black, therefore it cannot reflect the light. It is brittle in nature. It can be hammered into powder form. You know the uses of graphite. What are the uses of graphite? It is used as a designing of carbon pencil, preparation of carbon paper. It is used as a lubricant. Which makes us a lubricant? Because of the slippery nature. Because of its slippery nature, it is used as a dry lubricant. Name of graphite derived from the word graphene. It is used as a designing of carbon paper. It is used in the designing of brushes of electric motor. When you see that properties of diamond, and when you see the uses of diamond is used to cut the rocks. It is because diamond is very hard. It is used to make hole in hard rocks, and also it is used as a, you know that it is used in making jewelry, and it is used in surgical equipments. Diamond is used in surgical equipments. These are the uses of diamond and graphite. Could you write the difference between the structure of and properties of diamond and graphite? So the distance between one layer is 335 picometer. It is slippery because of weak forces. Write the difference between graphite and diamond. Density is 2.25 gram per cc. Melting point is around 1500. Next allotrope is fullerene. Fullerene has hexagonal and pentagonal shape combined. It has 60 carbon atom. 60 carbon atom is combined to form a structure. Actually, the common of most stable fullerene is carbon 60. It is called buckyball. It is a spherical giant molecule. It has 5-membered ring and 6-membered ring. It was discovered by Robert F. Curl, Richard Smalley. Carbon 60 was given the name Buckminster fullerene after the name of R. Buckminster Fuller. He was an American architect. He designed a dome-shaped halls for large international exhibition. Fullerene resembles that dome-shaped hall. So Buckminster fullerene can be given the name after the architect Bucky Fuller. Actually, it was discovered by Robert F. Curl, Richard. But the Buckminster fullerene name is given after the architect who has designed a dome-shaped exhibition building. So the dome shape contains hexagonal and pentagonal shape. So it is given on this name as a Bucky Fuller after fullerene. It can be prepared by vaporizing graphite using laser. By heating graphite rod electrically in the atmosphere of helium, fullerene can be prepared. Fullerene has been found in crater created by a meteorite in Germany and also ancient rocks in Russia. When you see the structure of fullerene, It resembles like volleyball. It's a soccer ball. So 5-membered ring, 12 are there. 6-membered ring, 20 are there. All those are combined to form a dome-shaped structure. That's what called fullerene. So bond length is 145.3 picometer, 138.3 picometer in this hexagonal and pentagonal shape. 4 valence electron. This makes this carbon is a special nature. When you see this fullerene, it is used in nanotechnology. Fullerene is used in nanotechnology. All these properties make it very special. So crystalline form and amorphous form of carbon. Crystalline form diamond, graphite and fullerene. Amorphous form coal, coke. This is a diamond structure. Next one is the structure of graphite. You can write the difference.